What's poppin', yo? The L streak that Kid Cudi's been on for the past at least year and a half has been a little difficult to watch, considering I'm someone who's absolutely loved the guy's music since he first came out, since his original song first leaked. We're not going to get into that. Maybe we'll get into that later. But the most recent thing comes with his album, as well as, number one, his album got leaked, his full album with DJ Drama. But he's supposed to be releasing something else, and one of the songs that he had already been performing on tour was a song called Solo Dolo Part 4, and it had a feature on it with Playboi Carti. And then he tweeted about it in a Q&A session he was doing with his fans when they asked him about that song, and he said, he won't clear it, which is very weak, so yeah, it won't be on there, in response to whether the song was going to be on his upcoming album. Which is okay, because the stuff I have on this album effing smacks and your faces will melt. The reason why I say I don't know about that is the next point we're going to get into. But with this first thing, I think it's kind of... This is one thing that I feel like people don't like about Cudi, and one thing I also don't like is when he does these passive-aggressive jabs at people, where we know it won't drop. Any other artist might just say, hey, man, he's not dropping the sample. Like, y'all let him know, right? That's maybe the most they'll go. Or some will say, hey, we just can't get it cleared. We're having an issue. It might not be on there to preserve the relationship. But Kid Cudi's one of those few people that does something like this. And if you're on the receiving end, like if you're Playboi Carti, you're looking at it like, damn, dog, like I don't know if I ever want to clear anything for you right now. Because I don't know if he's had private conversations. The real reason, let's keep it a buck, or one of the main reasons is Playboi Carti is locked in with Ye. And Ye does not mess with Cudi. Cudi does not mess with Ye. And this is one of the reasons why when people were saying, yo, why would it make sense for Kid Cudi, who's friends with Pete Davidson, to just distance himself when he's got problems with Ye? Because this is what ends up happening. You can't play this 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Now, what is a friendship with Pete Davidson going to do for Cudi right now in his music career? Zero. Absolutely nothing. He can't afford him anything. And that's his main career. It's his music career. Everything that has happened to Kid Cudi has been from music. Sure, like whatever acting, whatever animation project, it's because of the influence and the success of his music. So Playboi Carti understands this. He's locked in. And some people might say, oh no, it's because Carti's getting ready to roll out his album. That's cap. Because if Ye was dropping an album in a month, and he was like, yo, Carti, I need this feature cleared, that feature is getting cleared. So it's not because it's his album. It's because Kid Cudi just doesn't hold that level of value, which is understandable because Cudi, without being cool with Ye, is just a punching bag. That's all I got to say. And he kind of just doesn't know how to make good music. Because if you take a look, when Speedin' Bullet to Heaven, when did that come out? He was not really cool with Ye at that time. He was really distanced himself from many people. But that piece of trash... And circling back to pieces of trash is my second point. Cudi was releasing or teasing a single that he was going to drop with the snippet. The song was called Flex. This song, I can't play it for you guys, copyright, but just find it. This song is garbaggio. I'm talking like this is absolute ass. Like if you like this song, you are one of the examples of the delusional people that just listen to whatever Kid Cudi puts out. He could be farting on it could be the Poopity Scoop song that Ye dropped, right? That one was obviously a troll. You're like, yo, there's no way anybody could like that. But the problem with Cudi stans is Cudi could drop something like that and they'd be convincing themselves like, nah, y'all just don't get it. It's the vibe. Cudi was in this type of mood. What mood? In the mood to drop trash? In the mood to put on a sanitational outfit? Hop on the back of the truck, pick up the trash from each corner of the street on that day? What mood are we talking about? So that song, that snippet was complete trash. Everybody's dunking on it. There's actually some people that were like, yo, I'm really feeling this one. The delusional Cudi stans, which there's a lot of them. He could honestly start a cult if he wanted to. So what does Cudi do? And this is arguably worse than actually dropping the trash. And he said the following: you guys are my fans. You're my family. I hear y'all. I'm pivoting. Different single, June 2nd. What are you doing? What's worse than dropping a trash song is listening to people's response and then not only changing the trash song to something that is potentially better, but letting people know that you changed it because of what they said. This just does not work. For an artist-fan relationship to operate properly, the fans need to believe that they have zero input. So you kind of have to read the fan's mind to a degree. If you change it, you got to give them some other reasoning, like, yo, I'm not really feeling that song, or different plan, that song couldn't pan out, we couldn't release it. Tell a lie even. Yo, we couldn't get the sample cleared, so we got to emergency switch to another, just so you got some plausible deniability. But telling people that said this song is trash that you're changing, they're now looking at you like, yo, you listen to us? We're right, which we are. That song is terrible. I mean, I didn't say anything publicly about any of this, so I wasn't involved. It was y'all, just putting that out there. So now y'all are like, yo, we got this guy to change the song? Oh, hell nah. So now they're looking at you like, yo, if you were confident in that song before you put it out, and then you saw it was trash. So now you switching up. How are we supposed to believe in the music that you're about to drop? And I don't know if the album that's still dropping is the one that was leaked with DJ Drama. I don't think so. But we have this going on, right? And then there's a new single that's supposed to drop June 2nd. Didn't Kid Cudi say he dropped his last album like a year ago or something like that? So we got this flip-flopping. We got Cardi not wanting to clear it for him. This is a terrible rollout. And not terrible from numbers-wise, but just the perspective. I'm looking at this and I'm writhing in pain for Kid Cudi. The album ain't even out yet and we're looking at you crazy. You have to believe in your work if you're putting stuff out like that. And it's always subjective. So he put in the effort to make a good song. He believed it was a good song. Even if it was ass, you got to ride out with that. Because Cudi was riding out with Speeding Bullet to Heaven, which was garbage. So he was riding out to that and saying, nah, yo, y'all don't understand. I think eventually he walked it back. But why do you need to walk it back? Just make better music, as they say in that meme. All you got to do is make better music, and people going to appreciate it. If that's one trash single, I don't think changing the single was wrong. I just think the approach was wrong. You never let people... everyone that says, nah, man, you got to listen to feedback. No. You listen to feedback, and maybe you correct, but you don't acknowledge the feedback was what allowed you to course correct. Because now people feel like there has to be this like master-slave dynamic between fan and artist. Because this is what the fans want. Y'all want to be treated like garbage. But every now and then you want to be patted on the head, like rewarded a little bit. That's the dynamic that I've seen work best between fans and artists. They want the artist to be above them. They want to look up to the artist. A lot of artists aren't that way. Like, they just feel like, yo, I'm just like you guys. You know what I'm saying? I just make music. And it works a little bit, but the fans kind of look at them like, yo, why do you think you're like us? You're successful and we listen to you and this and that. So there has to be that dynamic. And then when you allow too much influence and you're flip-floppy, they kind of look at you as a leader. Because in a certain respect, there was a point in time when you won their favor. So you dropped some fire music, they discovered you and they were like, wow, this person makes great music. I'm going to trust what they put out. If you start hesitating, like we've seen certain rappers before that drop albums that they believed were good, and then people didn't receive well, and then now they're flip-flopping and they're like, yo, yeah, I listened to that album, it wasn't good, and then they kind of come back on it, and then they're like, no, it was actually good, and then they're flip-flopping. Now they're looking at them like, yo, I don't even trust where this person is taking me. And that's kind of the situation where people feel with Cudi at this point, or they deserve to feel with Cudi. Although I do think he still deserves the chance of listening to his project. Will I check this project out? That's a good question that nobody asked. Actually, there's one of you guys that definitely asked that, but I'm going to answer it anyway because I don't really like to hear myself talk, but I just brought up the question, so I might as well drop the answer. And yes, I give Cudi the benefit of the doubt musically. Sometimes he just drops some fire. Passion, Pain, and Demon Slain was some heat. The last, no, not the last album. Kids See Ghosts was a minute ago. Kids See Ghosts was some heat, 10 out of 10, like absolute fire. Now, Ye was involved in that, but Passion, Pain, and Demon Slayin' largely was missing Ye. So I'll definitely be checking out what Cudi got to put out. But I think he needs to do some reparations to his career. Like, apologize to Ye. Behind the scenes, you got to get back cool with Ye. Kid Cudi's career doesn't exist without Ye. Like, there are certain people that an individual was the inception of their career. And there's other people where an individual was a mainstay of their career. So Jay-Z, Ye. Jay-Z was like the inception of Ye's career. But Ye could be beefing with Jay-Z and it ain't harming him at all. Who else was Drake? He was the inception to The Weeknd's career, but he's not a mainstay in The Weeknd's career. Like, if The Weeknd never collaborated again with Drake, it would be fine. And they didn't collaborate for a very long time. However, Cudi and Ye, oh man. Without Ye being cool and at least tapping in with Cudi every now and then, Cudi still has a fan base, right? He still has those silent majority of fans that will show up to his shows. He can do big shows. They'll listen to his music. They'll support him. But the public relations aspect and not the marketing, but the image of Cudi is tainted when that relationship is not managed, because the minority of Cudi fans, who are a majority Ye fans, are just going to take every opportunity they can to quote and amplify anything negative about Cudi because of his lack of a relationship with Ye. And it's an unfortunate situation to be in, but hey man, you just gotta suck it up. It's a game of politics at the end of the day. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Has Kid Cudi been a punching bag as of late? Like, when's the last time you heard him take like a solid, public, popular W? And he does have potential to do that if this album is good though. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching. Peace.